sometimes you want to play really nice, expensive courses, but then you realize you can't. So you just play them on the simulator. So we're doing that today. Welcome to my last round of golf. Hey, everybody. Yeah, it's me this time starting it off. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? I know. But hi, everyone. My name is Alec Dietz, and I'm here with my co-host,
AJ Kummel.
Yeah, isn't that weird? Yeah, see, you just have to throw yourself into it.
How is it going, buddy?
It's going good. It's going good. So we wanted to play a really nice, fun, expensive, typically kind of place called Atlanta Athletic Club, where it's kind of a nice place, but we can't really get in there a lot. So
yeah, it's
kind of private.
It's a little bit more fancy than we can really get. And
right
by
now.
Fancy, I mean like dollar-wise.
Right.
And also like you probably need to know people to get in there because it's not like just a Joe Schmo can
I can't. You're telling me I can't go on golf now.
Like,
I can't go on golf now and just get Atlanta Athletic Club.
What if you're like a Golf Now member?
Yeah,
like or you're a Nower or whatever they call that. Like,
I have NBC Golf Pass.
I have NBC Golf Pass.
Yes, you're welcome.
Hey, you know, like.
Plug for NBC.
Hey, you know, sometimes we like people that play golf, and that's just something that we got to plug.
Yep.
But, yeah, I'm excited because we got to play Atlanta Athletic Club on the sim, and this was one that I found challenging and a little bit weird, too, because actually, you know, as it's weird starting out today, because this course was harder than I expected it to be.
Yeah.
Now, we did play the tournament tees.
Correct. This will also be a lesson in... and also an exercise in learning how to play which tee boxes you're supposed to for your driving distance. So there's a whole bunch of different math you can do for this. There's the RNA suggests your average driving distance multiplied by 28 gives you what tee boxes you're supposed to somewhat play off of.
And that's like your best yardage that you can hit or whatever it was. Yeah.
And then the USGA has their own Tee It Forward program, which is supposed to promote a little bit, I guess, faster pace of play and also kind of, I guess, easier pace of play almost, you know, to make more true golf, I guess, happen. Mm-hmm. So you're not driving for most people, they're not driving a 5-iron in on every single, you know, par 4 or par 5, whereas most other long hitters can hit pitching wedges or 9-irons, right? If you do the math, my driving distance, which is like 245, 250 average, comes out to like 6,800 yards, which feels really long for me. Like, I don't like that. That doesn't feel fun.
It feels... It's one of those. It feels like I should be playing blue and black tees, and that's definitely not true.
Right, and then if you look at, and then if you go on the USGA's website and you look up Tee It Forward, it gives you this little graph, and this one says that for that average, so the same average driving distance, it tells me I should play 6,200 to 6,400. Definitely the 6,400 side, but that sounds more fun and enticing than, hey, you're going to play an almost 7,000 yard course today and hit your driver good or suck. You know?
And I think that always hits at something for me that I've been confused about golf. And like, mind you, I've played since I was like 10 years old. Mm-hmm. My dad was like, hey, like, you're going to play golf with me. Let's get you a set and go. So I played for years and years and years, and I've always played the white tees. And it was like, do I play blue tees when I'm young and stronger? Is that why they exist? Or is it... And I guess now that we're actually getting better and we're like learning how to chip and approach, it's no, the tee you pick chooses the type of game you're about to play. Mm-hmm. Where like, if I'm going to play blue tees, I better be able to bomb a driver, or otherwise I'm going to have 120, 130 yard chips in instead of having like, here's an 80, here's a 70, which I've learned recently, because, you know, we played today as well. I don't know what 100 yards is. Like, I know in my head the theory of what 100 yards is, but like pitching wedge, A wedge, sand wedge, none of those know what 100 yards is.
No, you know exactly what 120 is and what 60 is. You were kind of lost in between.
And I think that was the frustrating thing about this course, and especially like the tournament, because it was like, okay, so we're playing like the mid-level, like the par 4s and par 5s, we're playing where we should on the blues, but on all the par 3s, we're playing all the, like...
Yeah, I think
it was an odd mix of blue and white tees that made this difficult.
You can't see it exactly on their website, but if you look at the tournament tees, like total yardage for full 18, I think it's like 6,600 or something like that.
Yeah, I think it was like 6,750. I mean, it might tell us when we go to play this, but it was a lot.
And then if you go to the whites, it goes down to 62, right? So we're like, well, we don't exactly want to do white, but we don't want to do blue up at 6,900, you know, right? So it's like, well, I guess we'll do tournament tees. And then we stupidly didn't bring a driver with us for some stupid reason. We left it downstairs in the garage or wherever the hell it was. And
Yeah,
you're gonna see a lot of drives end up, 20, 30 yards short of where they should be going.
Hey, we're just learning. But I guess since we're getting into talking about the round, we might as well go.
Let's go ahead and get it going.
Away we go.
Here we go.
And we'll look. Okay, so Highlands Course, we are playing tournament tees here. Let's just see what we get. So par 4, 371. Mind you, this is like 180 yards till you get to the fairway.
Yes. Yeah, so basically if you hit a little low stinker, you're not having a good time.
And
it's also uphill, by the way.
You see me try to measure this. Oh, once again,
Wake up,
Garmin, going to sleep. Hey, we're experimenting to see what it is. We raised it up off the ground, so it did less wake-ups this time.
We're gonna build a wonderful little platform for this one day. You'll see. And this was a fun place, man. Let me tell you, this is a cool course. It's hosted a lot of neat events.
I hate that it kept you out of the sand there.
I know.
I mean, I loved your shot, but it kept you out of the sand.
Appreciate it.
All right, I'm just going for it. You know what? Let's just. So this is where we have that 3-wood, and that 3-wood off the deck is what I'm learning to do. See, that's one of those where I expect things to like flick right.
Yeah, good distance.
And then it goes straight.
Just went too
so
far left.
Taking the bogey. This one's out of the rough.
Yeah, I think I hit 3-wood again. I was like, screw it, whatever. And just a little long, but I'll take the point.
Yeah, a little bit too much speed. Just a nice little pink up the hill. That's the worst part of the sim is I don't pick up a new club every time. I'm like, I can do that with this.
No, bad idea. Bad idea.
This is a big one. Par 5, 502, like very tight fairway.
Ooh.
And
that was a good shot with a 3-wood, 241.
3-wood,
uphill. No, sorry, downhill.
Everything looks uphill.
Everything.
On the sim.
It does honestly. Everything look uphill. It's weird.
And one, it's because we're floating out in the sky like we're in Nintendo 64 Mario. I'm just looking for a penguin that I can shove off the hill and go down. Hey, somebody hit it further.
Good tee shot though. I'll take it. And then here, look at me aiming up for this. Yeah. Oh yeah. A little fade action. Oh God. No. Oh, sadness.
Yeah, sometimes we make those stay in. Because that was my golf game today.
Look at you. Look at there.
I had so many doubles because I did shit like that.
You know what? I remember this shot. I liked yours so much. In fact, I think I was like, you know what? I'm going to come over here and join you.
I'm just going to do this.
Yeah.
And,
yeah. Hey, bud. How are you?
Hey, sometimes we need to work around coming around the trees. It's like I always say every time I go in the sand, I tell myself, I wanted to work on this. I need to learn to come out of the sand, and then I suck at it, so I have to do it again. So, like I said, I like to learn how to come out of the sand, but here you just get a +4, and it gives you that.
I thought I could go through this tree. I'm like, I can muscle it through this fucking tree. Nope.
I mean, you technically got on the green. It's just not within what their circle is for the green, too.
Dang them.
I mean, you could have 2-putted that in real life.
It would have been close.
Yeah, true. All right, I like this par 4. 406 yards, like 1 yard uphill. It is a nice, tight little fairway again. And we do have our wonderful sand traps that I stay just off to the side of.
Man, you're getting right on the edge.
It was a David Hasselhoff type of day. Like, it was hot out. There was a lot of sun. I was ready to hit the sand, maybe the surf.
I think I forgot a glove, if I remember correctly. This is where I hit a great shot, and then it didn't wake up, and then the second one was okay.
Yep.
God.
There was several of those. It's like, your first shot was good, but the sim was asleep, so you have to do it again.
Do it again.
And it's like, I'll give you a free mulligan, because that first shot was great. Drop this up on the green. This is where you put the pressure on.
Yeah, I was like, all right, cool. Had a good par here,
195 up the hill, just like, and I'm in the rough, like.
Let's get it. And into the...
Hey, I stopped before the sand.
Almost.
Thank goodness that rough stopped me there before the sand trap. It's one of those of, like, I know my luck is always that I hit the edge of the sand trap, never in the center where it's easy to come out of.
180 in real life would be a wonderful 5 hybrid. Did not have my 5 hybrid.
This is one where we, like, aimed it, like, 8 yards right of the pin, too. And I was like, nope, okay, there's water. It's just a magnet. It's okay. I do that just short of it giving me that penalty. And, like, so I actually have to take this shot again. And what do? Just like in real life, we're going to drop it just short again. At least that time it counts it and, like, lets me go through. Like, you got 3 strokes on me. We're on hole 5.
Let's see. Yeah, I think,
491, par 5, a little bit uphill. We got a dog leg right at, like, 190 yards. It starts to venture around and then narrows up. Like, that's why this is such a hard course.
Man, I would love to play this place in real life, and one day we will, I feel.
I would love to hit this shot in real life. Yeah, dropping 215 in the center of the fairway, rolling 227,
Why did we not bring a driver? God, we're idiots.
So it's really hard. So the setup that we have like a 10 by 10 by 10 hitting bay that's really made for like softball and baseball.
Yes.
And then we have a hitting mat, so we're hitting into that. And it's like hitting a driver at Topgolf. The
thing is,
tees
the tee's too high, it's too low. Nice 248.
And it's kind of wiggly. Like that's what I'm loving about like having to hit things off the mat. Is some of these I don't pick up the drivers to do tee shots. I pick up the 3-wood.
Yeah, I think I just grabbed a 3-wood here. I was like, screw it.
And we're learning to do these too. I think. Do you?
Oh God.
Hey, Hasselhoff.
Man. Come on. Some crap there.
It's okay. I was off key.
Giving it back.
We can do that one.
Giving it back.
Hole 6, par 4, 371. This one's manageable.
Mm-hmm.
Like 170 to the fairway. Still not polite, but I mean, and there's water off to the left
I
too.
think you skied this one pretty
Yeah,
well.
I duffed it. But hey, when I can duff at 164, my technique is getting there.
Taking it out to the fairway, man. Let's see. And then I just hit an easy little... I think I had my... What was it? 5-iron? No, sir, 6-iron? I don't know what I had.
I think it was that hybrid 5, yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Just like late, and that was just one of those of like, I'm gonna make contact, not putting power. I'm not just technique. Come around.
Once again, you have the distance right on it, just not accurate.
I just can't hit the line, and
Gotta get the line.
That's the problem that every time I pick up a club. It's one of those of I drift left, I drift right. I can never seem to make the ball just go.
And then there I hit my hybrid just a little too hard.
Dude, the sand here is a magnet. Hey, we evened up. So
this was a terrible hole.
This one's rough too, like because there's that massive sand trap you have to shoot over, and then you have like fairway grass on the right and left, giving it Dumbo wings from the green. It is an elephant.
It is an elephant.
It's got the wings. Wow, I'm thinking of the
Wings.
Dumbo wings, Dumbo ears, whatever. And then he's got a nose that's the snout.
Disney will come after us.
Hey, they will.
Look at us together.
Hey.
We're doing it.
We're doing it. I look around me. What band was that?
I have no idea.
Simple Plan.
Simple
That
Plan.
was Simple Plan. Oh, in the aughts.
Aughts. Wonderful. Aughts.
Like, this one was a difficult hole, too.
Yeah, look at the water.
So much water, and then there's so much sand.
Scurred.
Why are there 3 massive sand traps on the other side of a fairway when there's water? Yeah, a 3-wood 260. Like, yes, please. That's why I think the sim lies a little bit.
Yeah, and then, yeah. Just did not even get
Hey,
there.
you have a better spot to hit from than I do, though.
Yeah, except it's in the rough.
Yeah, but at least if you fade out to the right, like, you can fade into the fairway here. Like,
Hybrid there.
all you have to do is hit towards the sand trap and fade out right. If I do this, I'm going into the trees again. Like, yay me. Yay. Do I stop just in front? Yes. I get the chip, and I'm going to mess up this chip.
66 yards for you, 93 for me. And I think I go long.
I think that's another distance I don't
short
know.
For me. Womp womp. Hey,
like,
I remember this. Yeah, I'm not going to spoil the next shot, but I remember exactly what happens here.
Yeah, so I don't know what distances are.
We end up hitting each other's shots, basically.
Hey, yeah, sometimes we can flip-flop, and, like, I should have played yours, you should have played mine, be like, oh, that was the ball I hit.
Yeah, see, if we
has
were
my
in
name
a
on it.
twosome pairing, we'd be good. But sadly we're not.
Hole 9, par 4, 370 yards, like, another
Uphill.
one of just...
Put it in the fairway, get it up there.
And...
You go through the fairway, bud.
262 into the bunker.
Get
That's the bunkers they
spin.
put, that when you're too good, you hit the bunkers. So I'm getting too good.
I think if you're too good, you're supposed to shape it up the right, though.
Yeah, well, that's when you're really good. I'm just too good. There are different levels there. See, at least you stopped where you're supposed to and have a nice, like, 160-yard approach shot to go in.
Yeah, and then I go too far because I tried to muscle it out there. And at least it didn't land in the sand. Thank gosh.
Yeah, true. Don't get that extra penalty stroke. Yeah, this is another 120. I think this is the distance I don't truly know. I'm about there, but, like, yeah, 111. I don't know 120. I really don't know 100. You saw me chip 100 earlier, but it was one of those of, like, I can't do it. So we both shot 50.
Look at us, man.
Like,
doing it together.
Not the worst.
No, not the worst. Not the
but
best.
But we're not the best.
No.
Like, so, I think from that, I learned that my next step that I'm going to have to take, especially coming off the tee box, is I really need to learn how to, like, control a shot's landing.
Yes.
Like, I can control coming off the tee box and make sure that I'm not going left or right, but I'm not landing a shot here and then thinking of, okay, so I hit this, it's going to go this way, and then it's going to move. I'm just like, hey, hit the fairway and please just stay there now. Like, so I'm very solid in my, hey, hit the fairway and please just stay there. But like, I think that's my next maturing, is like actually figuring out of like, okay, now I have to be able to control the ball more in the air.
Yeah. And I mean, I think this goes to show that too, you gotta, if you're gonna play the longer distance, you should have brought your driver.
Yeah, true.
But also, I mean, it just shows the importance of picking the right tee box and making sure that you don't set yourself up for failure in the beginning. I mean, how many times have you been behind a slow group and it's however many people on the tee box, whether it's because of age or skill or whatever, and you're like, you should not be playing from the tips. It is taking you 4 shots to get to the fairway.
Yeah, like there's just play from the whites.
And
it's
then
a nice
move your way
quick
back
round.
as you get better. Like,
Well, and that's
what we
also
all
something that I don't think I ever put together. Like, I'm an intelligent person, but my, like, monkey brain, whenever I go to play golf, I'm just like, okay, this is fun. I turn it off. I never equated that, like, when I play blues, the rounds are so much longer than when we play whites. And it's like, well, I'm not hunting for the ball as much because I'm not having to hit the turn at 150 yards. I'm hitting it at 120 yards or whatever. And as that dog leg goes of like, oh, I can control 120 yards. If you're trying to tell me to control 200 yards, no.
Less errant shots.
Yeah. It was like what we played the other day of every time I had to go into the woods, it was not further than like 5-10 feet into the woods.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God.
I'm a big proponent of looking at the tee it forward chart on USGA until you start, and using whatever tees it recommends until you start scoring pretty well for that skill level, and then maybe look at moving back,
Play less than bogey golf.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, just make it to bogey golf and then look
true.
Look at it and then
Well,
do
I mean,
whatever
like,
else.
but that's when it gets fun.
Break
like,
90 from your current tee and then maybe look to go
yeah,
back.
and then maybe move forward. Yeah, and that's where we're getting. So it's
something.
Like, we're going to have to move to blues.
I remember at this point last year, 2 years ago, we were playing mostly whites, and now we're playing, at least where I'm going, I'm playing mostly blues now.
Yeah.
And then, obviously we still play with people who are playing the blacks or the tips, but that ain't me.
It's the young guys that have the muscle that can shoot some of these out. Hey, I hurt my ankle sleeping the other week, so I can call them young guys because I now have officially joined the old guy crew. I got hurt while taking a nap. Not even sleeping in the bed, taking a nap.
That's what did it.
So that's it.
Oh, man. I don't know what we're going to play next because God knows what the weather is like.
We finally got one nice day, and when the clouds decided to part, they decided it was going to be like 95 with so much humidity. So it was a lot of death. So, more sim rounds coming up for us, and hopefully we can get some actual nice weather and get a tee time when it's nice weather, because, there's a lot of people that like golf.
Yes, there's a lot of, especially around this time of year, everybody trying to get their tee times in before whoever plays on this weekend, whether it be college or professional or otherwise.
Well, and because we just wrapped up our tour season, right?
Yep.
Like, we had our wonderful event in Atlanta that I'm always terrified to attend just because of the amount of traffic that all of our sports bring.
Bad, man.
Like,
I'm telling you, I went on Sunday and it was pretty fun. It was pretty great.
I mean, I can see them having their stuff. They have people that have to make people be quiet.
Yes.
Like, that's an impressive feat if you can make a group of adults be quiet.
They have cool sticks.
Of course they would be able to, like, orchestrate traffic and handle parking. So
pretty,
I'll give them that. Like, I've never been, but I always just... I'm an Atlanta native, I'm always scared of Atlanta sports.
PGA, the FedEx Cup Championship presented by the PGA Tour. Well, it's fantastic. It was great. Rory won. Rory McIlroy, everybody, wins again every third year. Won in 2016, won in 2019, and won this year. So if I was a betting man, which I'm not, but if I was, when 2025 rolls around, there you go.
I mean, is that some type of, like, curse or
blessing or hell, he won $18 million. I hope it's not a curse.
No, well, but it's only every 3 years or something.
Fine, like, $18 million every 3 years. Sign me up for whatever.
Yeah, that's not bad. $6 million a year on average.
I'll
do
take
math
it.
in my head. Yes.
Good for you. He's also doing the TGL, which is I don't know if it stands for Tiger Golf League. I don't know if that's the official. Bring him back up here. What does it say?
That's what I'm going to call it.
Just we're calling it the TGL. Okay, we're just going to call it Tiger Golf.
They call it TGL, the Golf League of Tomorrow Sports.
Whatever.
TMRW.
Tomorrow Sports. 6 teams, 3 PGA Tour players each. It's going to be in a tech-infused, air quotes, tech-infused venue, a first-of-its-kind experience for golf enabled by a data-rich virtual course complete with a tech-infused short game complex. So basically, a bunch of cool simulators, and then a spot where they can actually chip and putt and sand and bunkers. And I assume it's going to be in stadiums. So I assume
it's
going to
be
be a huge.
This has to be like a big Top Golf type thing where we're hitting out and we actually can do these like 350-yard drives and the shit that we want to see from these guys. And then we have what I'm hoping is like a massive green that is in multi areas, and it's like, oh, we have a cup over here. Oh, we have a cup over here. Oh, we have a cup. And then we just drop a spotlight on it and we say, okay, boys, you're chipping here.
I mean, if it's tech infused stuff like that, you got to imagine it's going to be a putting green that they can change and alter. And oh gosh, what's the name of that stupid company? I don't want to get Putt Track or whatever the hell it's called.
I know. We were looking at it on the internet the other day. But you can essentially change your putting surface and make undulations and hills happen,
which would be pretty cool.
And actually, that would be kind of like nice and flashy. That's something that I'd pay a bit to go. It'd be a fun environment.
It says it's a high energy greenside fan experience with every shot live within a 2-hour primetime televised match. So they're trying to keep it short.
That's like an hour and 20 minutes, hour and 30 minutes without commercials. So like that's all 15 things on Monday night.
Yeah, 15 regular season games.
But well, I guess it's not football season. You can tell what type of person I am. I don't
know.
know.
So it's kicking off in January.
So yeah, it's January. Yeah. So it's not going up really against anything.
It's basically hockey and maybe a little bit of international soccer and stuff, and wrestling.
I was about to say, you can tell that I don't watch
WWE is going to be its prime competitor, I feel.
Hey, but you're actually not a bad competitor because you're giving that same kind of fan environment. It's probably going to be a place where it's like, where is it in Arizona where we do the Waste Management Cup and everybody like, they were encouraging throwing the recyclable things on the field. Like, we're trying to create that fun fan environment and give us those areas where we can like, for better lack of term, bro out and have those dumb moments. But it's like, that's like what the sport wants because people do that on some of these like cheaper or more expensive courses.
That's what people do at Topgolf. Topgolf is all about incorporating the fun part of the game and not. I mean, Topgolf tries to sell itself as a serious, practice facility.
It's entertainment.
I'm not going to go to Topgolf to practice. Hell
I worked at Topgolf for a while. I love Topgolf. It is a great place.
It's fun,
but
I'm not going to go to practice at Topgolf.
Yeah, like I'm going to go to swing and hang out with friends and family.
Correct.
And it's like, hey, I can teach you how to swing. Hey, this is a very safe place. Why? We're on the 3rd floor. There's a net. It's totally okay. Look, everyone here really doesn't know how to swing a golf club. It's a great way to introduce people to the game because we've done that, and then people have been like, can I join y'all when y'all go play one time? And it's like, yeah, we'll find an executive course, something with like 3 or 4 par 4s. Make this nice and easy for you. Take a pitch and wedge.
What we did today.
Yeah, like it's nice and easy to get out. So,
speaking of Topgolf, you mean Topgolf Callaway brands?
Hey, you go with the stronger name.
God,
and we're gonna lead with Topgolf. They did buy Top Tracer or whatever.
Yeah, they did.
And that's when they bought one of the simulator companies, which is why they have all those sim courses. So give it. They are making a conglomerate of golf entertainment.
Yes, for anyone who doesn't know, Callaway has changed the Callaway Golf Company has changed its name here to the Topgolf Callaway brands, which better acknowledges our long-term strategic path forward while emphasizing our unique and dominant leadership in the modern golf space. They also changed their stupid ticker to MODG, Mod Golf. Stop it.
Hey,
stop it.
It's all of this rebranding and the
God, man.
Starbucking of America where we're this logo. Now we're gonna look like this. And I
get the fact that Topgolf but I think the Callaway name is iconic and I think it should stand on its own again. I'm
interested to see if everything is gonna have that or if it's the Topgolf Callaway brands and we'll still have Callaway
Golf within Topgolf. That's fine.
Or it'll drop the golf and we'll just have Callaway, and it's like these aren't Callaway golf clubs; these are Callaway clubs.
Yeah, because that's my question. Am I not going to be suddenly buying? Obviously, I'm not going to. They're not going to change their name this much in the space. But am I going to start buying Topgolf branded clubs? No, I don't want to.
I also don't. I don't care.
I love
either
Callaway.
way.
Most of my bag is Callaway. I don't have a Topgolf bag downstairs.
Yeah, true. I've already committed to a bunch of I have some of their vests that look super cute, and I have Callaway polo shirts, so I can't go have changing your brands and all the
like,
new shoes that I'm
new
going to
stuff.
buy don't match. No, I'm not going to go buy new stuff. I will go buy new stuff.
I mean, obviously, it doesn't really matter in the end. I mean, I'm still going to play their stuff.
Yeah.
It's not going to personally.
Who gives a shit about my opinion? But
Yeah,
hey, we have a show and we get to do what we
this
want.
is my opinion.
We're going to do what we want.
Welcome. You know, that's just, oh, God. I hope it still maintains its, like, singularity and its own space, if that makes sense, within Topgolf.
I hope that they leverage Topgolf to bring golf to new generations.
Yes.
Is what they're doing, or I hope what they're doing of like, hey, all the kids that like, oh, what we need to do for our next movie night, speaking of kids, is like, I think it's called Top Shot. It's like the kids golf tournament. They go play like TPC Sawgrass or one of the TPC.
See that? They're going to embarrass me.
Oh yeah, and they're playing from
so
like
good.
the white tees.
Yeah, they're so good.
But I think that needs to be the next movie night that we do. But like that's one of those of I want to see that grow more and see more kids do it because like it's like when kids ski, I just want to push them over. You shouldn't be better than that.
You shouldn't be better than me.
I've been doing this for double the amount of years you're alive. But
that's for next time.
Yeah, that's for next time. We will see what we get up to. But thank you for joining us, guys. And I guess until then,
bye.
Bye.